these two radios actually look pretty good together, especially with the monitor in the background. Um, like I was kind of finding out yesterday somehow on accident, is that the 710 will definitely tune more than a 3-to-1 match on SWR with the internal tuner. But the 3000 won't, but the 1200 will. And unless there's something wrong with the tuner in the 3000, I'm not really sure why this would be the case. In fact, I think that the board that's in the 3000 is probably the same board that's in the 1200. I don't know though. And I also think that this 3000 is newer than my 1200. Would be really cool if I had enough room. I could have the 1200 next to the 3000. Like I've often thought many times, hey, you know what? It would be really, really cool to just have all these newer radios, all lined up in a row. You'd be like 710, 3000, 1200, 756 Pro, and then, I guess that would be the only other one with a color screen. The 746 Pro is a large screen, but not color. And then we have the 450D. That's also not really a color screen, I guess, kind of. And then we have the 891. And then I think for the only other existing solid state radio that's out here would be the ICOM 751A. Everything else out here is going to be tube hybrid or tube. So, I still do need to get around to recapping the power supply in the Heathkit. And you can see here where I removed the knob they glued on here. It's not super noticeable. I honestly knew so little about these radios that when I bought it, I actually thought that was supposed to be on there. I really didn't realize that every picture I looked at had no kind of knob spinner. And I didn't realize that the guy had glued a damn back end of a precision screwdriver on there. So, I feel kind of stupid knowing now what I know. I don't think I got a bad deal, though. I mean, for $150, but it's the same guy that sold me the broken Hermes Light radio and gave me the money back for the Hermes. He mailed me a check, which was really cool. He did say that the radio just needed belts and that the power supply and all that was good, which wasn't necessarily true. There's a hum. Maybe the hum is not on the power supply. I don't know. It's possible the hum is not on the power supply. Like you guys had recommended that I maybe look at it on the oscilloscope, which is kind of hard to do when you have 800 volts on parts of it. I don't know how safe it is to be looking at that with an oscilloscope. I don't have a high voltage probe to really use on that, so it's kind of out of the question, I think. But it would be nice if I could kind of see. I have the capacitors, but unfortunately, the way that the Heathkit is with the 4 capacitors, you would probably want to just leave them in place and remove everything that's wired to them, and then you'd have to, redo everything, and it would look kind of tacky underneath. So, I don't know. Since I'm not using the radio, and I don't really care, but I know it works, it's just sitting on the shelf, and I haven't bothered to do anything with it. In fact, if somebody wants to buy it, I'm just going to sell it. So I don't really have a real serious use for it. If I didn't have any other radios and stuff like that, and it would make a good Rag 2 radio, I think it would be fine for that. And in that case, you would definitely want to spend the day and do what needs to be done to get rid of the hum. But for now, it's not really kind of something I'm concerned about. I've got other options. But yeah, no, if you had no other choice, that would be a good radio, but you would definitely need to go through it. So I'm not sure that I'm ever even going to get to it, to be honest. It's like I don't care. It's too much of a pain in the butt for me to want to do it. So anyway, what I want to do though is find out what's up with this tuner in here, see if there is a problem or if there is not a problem. So we're gonna do some testing later tonight. So to give you guys an update what I'm up to, and then I'm making some videos on 3D printing just to kind of reach out in a different direction and help people get started with that might be curious. And like I said, I'm not like, the expert on that by any means, but I don't see people really making good videos on that, and I'm probably not either. But I would say that I know more than about 50% of the people out there on 3D printing, so we started to do some videos on that, at the same time using that as a video to show that the printer works, and so then I can sell a couple of these Ender 3s, because I don't think I'm going to need them, and I really could use the room somewhere else, or else I've got to take them out of here and put them somewhere else.